Hi everybody, it's Chelsea, and today I'm going to be answering a question that I've gotten a million times, and that is how and where do you buy and trade stocks, and where do you get your cryptocurrency? Way back when, and I think like January or February, I made a video called How I Afford to Travel Full Time. And in that video, I mentioned that I like to buy and sell stocks, and I also dabble in cryptocurrency. And so today I just wanted to talk to you guys about that and what the apps I use are in order to do this and to trade. Okay, so first things first, for the ultra beginners out there, I want to just go over some of the basic terms such as like stock and like mutual funds and cryptocurrency, what it all means. So basically a stock is a share of a company's worth. Okay, so when a company decides to raise money, they can borrow money or they can sell stocks. And stocks kind of give the people a portion of the company, and a company can either choose to sell stocks if they want to raise money, or they can buy back stocks to regain control of their company. So this is where like the New York Stock Exchange comes from. This is a big market of companies and people buying and trading and selling stocks all the time. And stock prices can vary day to day. If a company is doing really well, it might be a little bit more expensive. If a company is kind of on the downhill, the decline, the stock might be a little bit cheaper. So the general rule of trading stocks is buy low, sell high. So if you notice that a company has a big dip in their stock and you see it going for a really low price, but you anticipate that company doing well again in the near future or in the long term, you can buy that stock at a low price. You can wait over time and hopefully the company does well and your stock value will increase. The point is that once you think the stock is going to go as high as it possibly can, you sell it and you make a profit. So for example, one stock that I had was in Tesla, and I bought the stock at $80 a share. I noticed that it went up to $390 a share. Shortly after it was at $390, it dropped all the way down to $306. I noticed the pattern of it got really high, and now something has happened in the market where this company is not doing as well, and the prices are starting to drop again for the stock. So I decided to sell my share of Tesla at $306. So if I bought the stock at $80 a share and sold it at $306 a share, that is a $226 profit per share. So the app that I use to buy and trade stocks on is called Robinhood. So I'm going to try really fast to figure out how on my phone to do the screen recording thing so that I can show you guys what each of these apps look like. So I'm opening up the app called Robinhood, and this is what it looks like. It's super easy to use. There's a list of different companies, and it shows kind of their trend of what's going on, so you can view that. And this app's cool because it'll give you like a 5-year overview of how the stock has done. So for example, right now we are looking at Microsoft, and you can see that in January of 2013, the stock sold for around $24 a share. Now in 2017, it is up to around $80 a share. Generally speaking, if a company has an upward facing trend, it might be a safe bet for you. So here we've got a downward facing trend. This is forward over the last 5 years. So you can see it started at 10, fluctuates a whole lot, and there's not a lot of fluctuation here. These kind of stay within like a $3 price chain. So obviously you can search for any company that is public, and then up here at the top of the screen is where your stocks will be shown. This at the top will be a collective piece of information. It'll give you your entire stock worth Over on the side, it will show you your portfolio value and your buying power. So for example, if I have a couple stocks, that is my portfolio value. And if I were to sell some of those stocks, it would go into my buying power, which is basically just the money sitting in the app waiting to be invested or withdrawn. So that is this app. It is super easy to use, and that is what I use to buy and trade and sell stocks on the stock market. However, there are two other things that I dabble in. One of them is a mix of stock investments. I went ahead and set up like a fake account with this app just so that I could show you, but in order to maintain some type of privacy, I am going to make a fake profile and put a little bit of money in there just to show you how this one works. So this one is called Stash, and this app gives you more of a portfolio of several different stock options. So we have a conservative mix, a slow and steady mix, a moderate mix, and blue chips. Basically, you can choose whether or not you are willing to invest in risky stocks or slow-moving conservative stocks that are definitely pretty safe bets. If you are looking to invest in the long term, I always recommend a conservative mix of stocks just because they're a safe bet. They're probably going to continue to go up. If you're more of a risk taker and you want to try to make some fast money, you might want to go with a risky mix. You can pick whatever kind of mix you want to invest in. This is totally your choice, and Stash just lets you do that. I always recommend getting a moderate mix as well, just because it's something that you can put a little bit of money in every single month and just see what happens. So in my conservative mix on this profile, I invested $10, and on my moderate mix I invested $5, my blue chips I invested $5, and my slow and steady I also invested $5. My overall portfolio value is $27.74. The mix of stocks that I have got on this portfolio for the app has made a total of $2.74, which is about almost 11%. So if I just let that sit there, hopefully over time that money will grow. Stash is also pretty cool because it has an option to hook up to your bank account where you can automatically put in a certain amount of money every month. Say you want to invest $5 every month, you can do that with Stash. So basically, the Stash app offers you a variety of ETFs, which are exchange traded funds, which allow you to invest in whatever type of stock mix you prefer. There are two other apps that I use to invest in cryptocurrency. So if you guys haven't heard of cryptocurrency, maybe you've heard of Bitcoin, Litecoin, things like that. That is cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is kind of new in a sense. I mean, probably within like the last 10 years, cryptocurrency has popped up as something to invest in. And many people have made a solid amount of money investing into cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. So cryptocurrency is a 100% digital asset. There is no physical thing that you can hold in your hand that represents cryptocurrency, and it's supposed to be a really secure way to buy and sell things over the internet because it's used with cryptography, which is a really secure way of making transactions. So why do people choose cryptocurrencies? Well, cryptocurrencies can be used to buy merchandise completely anonymously. Also, international payments are made super cheap and easy because they're not tied to any one particular country, so the regulations are different. Small businesses might like them because there's no credit card fees, but a lot of people just buy Bitcoins as a means of investment, which is exactly what I do. I've never actually purchased anything with a Bitcoin. So Bitcoins are stored in a digital wallet, which exists either in the cloud or on some type of computer. It's kind of like a virtual bank account, if you will, except they're not insured by the FDIC. Some people might remember the name Bitcoin because it was a huge part of the black market online. Bitcoin transactions are recorded in a public log, like the names of buyers. However, the only thing that's actually revealed when a transaction takes place is the wallet ID number. So it's pretty much anonymous and very, very private, which makes it really hard to trace back to any one particular person. I'm not 100% sure what the future of Bitcoin is going to be like because it's completely unregulated right now, and I'm sure governments are concerned about like taxation and things like that. Eventually it may be regulated by someone's government, but for now it's not. And to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure why people invest in a digital currency anyway, and I'm not exactly sure how you make money off of it. Like with stocks and ETFs and bonds and money market accounts and things like that, I understand those things. I've learned about them, I've researched them, and I get it. I get how someone can make a profit and I get how someone can lose. However, with cryptocurrency, I really don't get it. Like, I really don't 100%. All I know is that people invest in it and they make a lot of money sometimes. So I invested in it. So the two apps that I use to buy and sell cryptocurrency are Toast Wallet and Coinbase. Toast Wallet is on my screen right now, but I'm not going to bring that one up because as soon as I plug it in, it's going to want a password and it's going to show my information, and I'm not comfortable giving you guys that information because you guys can take my investments. But this is Coinbase, okay? So once again, set up a new account so that I can show you guys what this looks like. This app is the easiest one that I have found for investing in cryptocurrency. They have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin on here. I do not own Ethereum, but I do own Bitcoin and Litecoin. And as you can see here, Bitcoin is very expensive. One share of Bitcoin is over $11,000. So most people that buy Bitcoins don't even own a whole share. In 2013, shares of Bitcoin were going for about $13 a piece. A value that this currency has increased over the last couple years is exponential. I mean, think about it. To go from $13 a share to over $11,000 a share, that's a lot of money. Could you imagine if you just spent $100 on Bitcoins back in 2013? How much money you would have right now? Are you kidding me? Some people have made an entire living just buying and selling Bitcoin. So even this week between Wednesday and Thursday, you can see here, the price was down to $9,300 per share. I suggest if you are interested in Bitcoin that you jump on this bandwagon as quickly as you can. However, I guess to some extent you have to be somewhat of a risk taker because who knows what's going to happen with this currency at the end of the day. As far as stocks go on the app Robinhood or in the New York Stock Exchange or wherever you want to buy and sell stocks, I will say that there is no real way to predict what the market is going to do. Overall, the trend has been that if people have confidence in the market does well because people invest into it. And if people think that the market is going to crash, it does poorly because people start to pull out of their investments. So really, the biggest giveaway for what the market is going to do is incredibly tied to morale. So just keep this in mind and know that stocks do waver and people have lost their lives to the stock market, but people have also made a fortune on it as well. So be smart, have some confidence, invest if you feel like it, and do some research. Don't just take what I say for face value. This is what I do to make a couple extra bucks on the side every once in a while. And you guys have asked me about it. So there it is, there you have it. This is how I invest. I use Robinhood, Stash, Coinbase, and Toast Wallet. And those are my four main apps for investment. One is all a mix of stocks in public companies, and one is cryptocurrencies. If you guys have any more questions about it, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Read the description for more information on all of these apps. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot to me. Give this video a thumbs up if you found any of the information useful whatsoever. And if you guys are interested in any other topics like this, please let me know. That's all for now, and I'll see you guys in the next one.